Do you like conceptual art?
No, I don't. It's a load of old rubbish.
What?
I don't like conceptual art. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I like. I mean, a lot of people like it. They think it's trendy and modern, and it's a bit like, I think, the Emperor's New Clothes. If you don't appreciate conceptual art, you don't understand art, and I think that says it in a nutshell. What is it? Somebody indulging their whims by putting unmade beds on display and lighting a room up and then shutting it down again. Oh dear. If Turner could wake up now and see what his prize is given to, the Turner Prize, he'd just roll over in his grave and die again. That's what he'd do. That's what he'd do.
No,
I'm not going to damn anything. I'm not going to damn things just because it's not my scene. Because that is a very uneducated approach to art.
What do you think of Andy Warhol?
Not much. I don't think much of Andy Warhol. I mean, those soup tins and stuff like that. I mean, and all those faces of Marilyn Monroe, in different colours. I mean, I hate it. A lot of people hate it. Most of them, in my mind, are diabolical. Perhaps I'm not educated enough in what's the right thing to appreciate. But I'm not going to name conceptual painters that I know, or not. I don't know, but I know of.
Like who?
I'm not going to name them because, all right then, Damien Hirst with his animals cut in half, and in that stuff he puts in him. What's it? For Miller? No, God's sake, I don't know what it is. And Tracy Emin. I mean, I don't like her stuff, but a lot of people do. Well, they say they do. But I think, as I've said, I think a lot of people go along with it because they think it's the thing to do. I mean, you've got to move with the times, and if you don't understand it, then you're dim. That's, or you don't get the gist of it, then you're dim. And I think a lot of people are afraid of looking dim, basically. So they pretend that they understand it and think it's wonderful. That's just my opinion.
So you like
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
So you like conceptual?
I hate it. I hate conceptual art. Anyway, there you are.
That was it. Yeah. Well, you're dim. You should appreciate it.
Well, I don't mind being dim or being considered dim. I'd rather be considered dim than pretend that I like something I didn't. I don't like abstract paintings. I don't like them. I don't understand them. There might be a lot to them that I don't understand. Well, fair enough, Well, David Hockney, yes, I like a lot of his stuff. All his swimming pools and things, and he's an excellent draftsman, and I do admire that in a painter.
Would you ever paint a swimming pool?
Well, I don't think it appeals to me to paint a swimming pool. I mean, everybody paints what they enjoy painting. I paint swimming pools. I mean, I paint buildings. He paints swimming pools. And among other things, I mean, that's not the only thing he paints, of course. I like his stuff, yeah. I like representational paintings. That's what I like. I like paintings that I'm looking at. I know what I'm looking at, and I'm interested to see how it was executed, how beautifully it was done. But with some of the things that are painted, I mean, some abstracts are very attractive, and there have been ones that I've liked. But I always prefer representational art. I've always have done. There are a lot of really great American painters that I really admire. There's Edward Hopper, he's one that Andrew Wyeth, particularly Andrew Wyeth. Norman Rockwell, I love his work. It's so detailed and wonderful. And Singer Sargent, I like his work very much. Ken Howard, who happens to be my favourite modern painter, and one or two others I can't call to mind at the moment, but he is outstanding. Some of the others, I mean, their work I just do not understand. This is another thing. The ones that I dislike the most are the ones that win the prizes. I can't understand that. Not for the life of me, I can't understand it. But they win these fantastic amounts of money for doing what I would consider the most inane pieces of art. I mean, I've seen people who go to the exhibition actually laugh. I've seen people laugh at them.
What do you think of the French Impressionists?
I'm not terribly keen on the French Impressionists. That's going to shock a lot of people. But to me, it's like looking at things as if you've got very bad eyesight and everything's a bit blurred. I like everything to be quite sharp, hence my paintings. Of the old masters, I like Vermeer's work, all those beautiful bricks in his paintings, and Peter de Hock, very good. Those Dutch masters are fantastic. They were my first inspiration.
What do you think of Van Gogh?
Well, I know it's a travesty to say this, but I'm not terribly keen on Van Gogh. I'm not terribly keen. I like Turner. I very much admire his work. He was, I think, one of the first Impressionists. And I've said already I don't like Impressionist work very much, but he was exceptional. I went to New York to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and they've got some fantastic things in there, really wonderful. So I want to go back there again one day.
What do you think of Tate Modern?
I don't think much of the Tate Modern. There are only one or two things in there that really caught my eye. I like the Tate Britain because it's got more traditional paintings in there that I like better than most of the stuff in the Tate Modern. Brian Sewell, the art critic, he says all the things that a lot of people think, but they don't like to say because it makes them look stupid, like the Emperor's New Clothes, you know. I mean, if you don't appreciate it, then you're not very clever. So, but he doesn't care. He says exactly what he thinks. And I tend to agree with everything he says, which is amazing. And of course I like Brian Sewell because once he praised one of my paintings, so you go... That's the reason I like him. But no, that isn't the reason I like him. I like him. Why else do you dislike or like anything? It's an opinion, isn't it? And it's my opinion, for what it's worth. However wrong it might be. I might be wrong. I think I'm ready for another cup of tea now after all that.